Black History Month, the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center is hosting a rare theatrical double bill for you, Paul Robeson and the Douglas Lincoln Debates.
That's right. It's all put on by the Cincinnati Black Theater Company, and you can catch it this weekend. Joining us on the couch, co-producer Phil Paradis and former Cincinnati City Councilman turned leading actor Wendell Young. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Welcome. Awesome. Yeah, okay, so these are two plays, two one-act plays, right? Why that format? And also, what can audiences expect?
Well, they're rather short plays, so they're about an hour each.
Okay.
Too short to stand by themselves as a night of theater. So Don Sherman, the executive producer, had the bright idea to put them both together in the same night, and I think that's terrific.
Yeah.
We'll have a complete 2-hour night of theater.
Talk to us a little bit about what these plays are about. So for the people out there who haven't heard anything, why should they make time to go see these this weekend?
Well, I think that for people who want a sense of history that is attempting to being erased around the country, this is an opportunity to look at some people that everybody doesn't look at. Everyone knows about Abraham Lincoln, but a lot of young people today don't really know much about Paul Robeson. But Paul Robeson was a man far ahead of his times, and I think that people will rediscover in the character of Paul Robeson, a person who was a prototype for people who are contemporary American history today. So when we look at people like Dr. King or Malcolm X, and we know the kind of stands they took, it might be kind of hard to imagine that there was a person in the 1950s, the 1940s, who was standing up for the very same things and suffered many of the same problems. World renowned for his ability to sing, but everybody didn't know he was also a scholar, an athlete. People just don't know how big he was in the labor movement, the stands he took, and what it cost him. And so in this one-act play that I'm in, you won't see what it cost him, but you will be able to figure out that he was certainly headed for a lot of trouble with the United States government.
Wow. And you actually are taking on the role as Robeson. What drew you to this role?
I had seen this play done a long time ago by Avery Brooks. He used to be a guy who started a TV show. I can't remember the name of it right now. But I thought it was a fantastic play. And I had the nerve to think that maybe I could do something like that. Years passed, and then the opportunity presented itself, and I jumped at it. I just hope that I can do it justice.
I have no doubt that you can. What do you hope that people take away from this? I mean, here we are in the middle of Black History Month. What do you hope that people walk away with?
Well, with the other play, Douglas Lincoln Debates, we have the modeled behavior of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln coming from such different worlds and meeting in the White House to discuss politics and social issues coming from completely different perspectives, you see. And that resonates, I think, today with our culture and our society today. How can people, meet and find common ground and decide to understand each other, respect each other, come together and cooperate for the good of society, for the good of the culture, for the good of all Americans. And that's what they did.
There could be a more timely message, right?
I agree.
I mean,
Absolutely.
in a country that is so divided right now
Exactly.
with social issues, political issues,
Exactly.
it's almost as if every one of us needs to see.
If Paul Robeson were alive today, he would be absolutely comfortable in this political climate that we currently have. And he'd be fooled into thinking that there's been no progress.
All right. Well, thanks so much, gentlemen, for being here with us today.
Welcome.
And again, you can catch the Cincinnati Theater Company's double feature of Paul Robeson and the Douglas Lincoln Debates at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, February 28th and March 1st. For ticket and parking information, you can head over to CincinnatiBlackTheater.org.
Thank you both for being
Thank
here
you.
today and for all that you're doing,
Thank you.
continue to do in our community to raise awareness.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.